make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Alrighty, and hello everybody, and welcome to Season 3. This is the Small Wheels Championship. We are driving MX-5, the Cup cars. We are at Monaco, the Grand Prix, and it is looking foggier than San Francisco right now. And I could tell you a thing or two about fog. I grew up driving in it, living in it, thriving in it, working in it. It's cold, it's bitter, it's wet. I don't know how well AC is going to manage the physics for the dampness of the track, but the visibility problem is going to be apparent. I don't think these drivers can see much more than 50 yards in front of them. So seeing something that's around a bend, even along the same straight that you're driving along, not going to be easy to spot out the wrecks and the accidents. We are about to get qualifying underway. Let me switch over to the liveness of the tideness. We are live here, and one thing I do want to look at, if this is all going to work out for me hunky-dory like, is I want to pop up the championship points. Here we go. We had 2 races last week, 2 weeks ago at Tsukuba Raceway. Luke Bomeister taking the big fat W there 2 times in a row, and a couple points for fastest lap, I believe, getting 29 points and walking away in first place. The lead man, James Leader, 25 points, taking his silver medals as he walks away from the track that he knows and loves for drifting. Penn the Penguin in third place with 15 points, and this is where it starts to get exciting. This is where it's gonna be intense going forward. We've got 14, 14, 14 between Pasha Patterson, Saucepan Willie, and Carson Schultz, who are all equally matched, equally skilled, and roughly run around the same pace for the most part, with the exception of Pasha Patterson not loving these street circuits. Tight and narrow, I think we talked about this last time with the Audis as well. Don't mean to be throwing anybody under the bus for that one. Those people are going to roll out for qualifying. We'll hop on board with Corey Robbins to talk about the rest of the points that are leading up to this. And speak of the Robbins, here he is. It's 3, 6, 7 in 7th place. 4 points ahead of Dave Martin. Lion Red Heel with only 4 points to his name, tied with White and Martin. Zumuna and Patrick rounding out the last 2. Finishing both races last time. it has turned sunny here, unfortunately. So the talk of fog, the talk of fog has gone away. Maybe that was just a threatening surprise, but it didn't look like the fog was here to stay. It is bright, sunny. The yachts are out. The balloons are out. Who's going to be doing what? I think I talked about the points properly. Recognized everybody that was out in the championship. What else do we need to talk about? Anything exciting for free practice? Not that I'm aware of. I can't remember if anything came out for practice. I knew there was something I forgot to adjust one more time after I was done messing with something else. That should be perfect to one. Verify that. I'm sure that's perfect. Get on board as he does his lap. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. We have a couple of new people, it looks like, into this round. They must have missed round 1, but they're here for 2. If I'm not mistaken, we have Joel Dallas, James May, that's the name, if I have it right, maybe not. Seth Walter, Joel Dallas, Seth Walter, and who else did I recognize that was out here? I think that might be it. But those 3 names, and the one I want everybody to keep an eye out for in particular is going to be Joel Dallas. He is a certified speedy boy, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls out a pocket James leader on all of us here today. And didn't really practice for race 1, but as he fights his way through to the front in race 1, race 2 he will become a weapon. With all of that training that he had in race 1 to practice and to follow lines and pick up on where he can pass people, I definitely think that he's going to be an assassin out there in race 2 when he inevitably starts at the back of the grid. Sorry to give you that commentator's curse, Joel. I think that's just is what it is at this point. I didn't choose to have these powers. They were thrust upon me. So take that for what it is. I hope to see the Lion Red Eel also have a good showing. I feel like they were very unlucky at Tsukuba the last time we were out, kind of both times out. I believe they were just caught up in a couple of side-by-sides that inevitably didn't work out as the Bumeister throws up. I believe the first provisional pole lap, 149.682, as Dave Martin takes to the chicane to get a little bit of a gap on everybody, and maybe that'll give him time to get an extra one in as Jordan White is throwing out a 52. James Leader knocking on the heels. Not quite there. He's got a second to make up before he catches up to the pace of the Bowmeister. As James May goes into the chicane nearly sideways and allows people to get past him before Rascas. That's chicane of 15-16, the swimming pool section, I guess that is. Let the people by and to start their lap. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than in race 2, I'm going to be expecting quite a bit of mayhem. I think that's just fair. I think that's going to be expected. I really don't know what else to say, especially with the faster people, making their way through in the street circuit. It's so tight. Even in these MX-5, there's street cars. This is a street course. You can go too wide here, but not at 90 miles an hour. if these are public roads, they were designed to go, 25, 30 miles an hour tops. I think these guys are going to be hard-pressed to find a way to pass each other on some of these parts of the track unless there's a huge mistake that could potentially open the door to allow a good passing opportunity, or people that run off into the chicane or cut and then have to serve their mandatory game-issued slowdown as James May is getting passed again, but runs off into the wall of the tunnel, unfortunately. Being passed by Luke Bowmeister, I believe, just trying to do the right thing and get out of the way. Thank you for that. Thank you for trying. But unfortunately, in the way of the bowman, and the bowman spins out into the chicane after the tunnel section and is stuck there, staring at some yachts. Maybe he's looking to make a purchase. Eyeballing that one for quite a bit of time. Drives right on by without making an offer. All right. I see how it is. Maybe he's trying to find the one to go spray his champagne at after this race, counting his chickens before they hatch, perhaps. As James Leader and Kevin Ospina are getting close. 9/10s out for Kevin Ospina. I want to see that improve. Jordan White, I know he's got another lap in him, as Luke is building a gap before he sets a hot lap, but lights up the rear end. Into that, the notches. Onto the straight. Here we go. Neat and beautiful, they say. We have just under 2 minutes. Oh, it looked like up the rear again. Holy Toledo. Who is that he's behind? I don't know. That's Walter promptly getting out of the way after he watches Luke light up the derriere. Trying to make his way past through the tunnel section. Set has yet to set a lap. He'll pump one out as soon as, wow, times have gotten all shuffled about, but I think we have James Leader dropping out. Yep, there he is. He's back in the server. Thank goodness. I was afraid that that was a big issue, as his time was deleted for just a moment. But he is back in it, thank goodness. 50.350. He's gonna have to pick it up, but where is he on track? He's gonna have an opportunity to beat out the Bowmeister as he's cutting the chicane quite hard. Not looking like he's gonna be able to improve, but at least he'll be able to get to the line. He's got a train of cars consisting of, I believe that's Corey Robbins and Jordan White for sure. Who's in the 48? That's Schultze. Oh no, is he gonna get to the line in time? But he's definitely gonna have a little bit of damage. And who's in front jockeying for position? So James Leader, and we're on board with Schultze right now. Then that's Kevin Ospina trying to stuff it on Corey Robbins at the end of Anthony Nodges. Onto the straight and across the line. And where is James Leader? Is he gonna get there in time? Oh no, that's gonna be the check-in for James Leader, I'm pretty sure. Nope. I think he's still on a lap. As far as I can tell from the timing tower, he's still on one. Let's see how accurate this is. Obviously, the timing that you see at the bottom of your screen is inaccurate. It didn't look like it reset, so a little confused on what's going on here, but when he crosses the line, we'll know for sure what he's looking at. He's up right now on time. He's making his way through the casino. On his way to go see the dark tunnel section. Let's see if letting these guys through paid off. He's got no distractions in front of him, but he's got two cars who are bumping and grinding into each other. That is Corey Robinson, Kevin Ospina off in the tunnel. That's exactly what James was trying to avoid being a part of when he let those guys by into the swimming pool. Yeah, he may have taken a little bit of damage and may have lost out on a little bit of time, but he made it to the line possibly as he just yeets it over the curbs through the chicane. Keeps it going. Let's see if he can hold on to it as he gets nearly sideways on his way into the swimming pool sections after Tabac. Again, over the curbs, absolutely destroying it. And into Raskas he goes, and he is cutting up to the boys in front. That looks like Jeff Gibson right in front, and I think it is. Oh, and who else? That's Jordan White coming out of the pit lane at the very last second, and I don't think that's James Leader got another lap out of that, and if he did, it wasn't better than what he had up there. And while I was distracted by James Leader's lap, Joel Dallas comes and pips it for 317. That's a couple hundred off for James. He pipped it for P2. So let's go through the order and the grid going forward as James slaps it into the wall for good measure. We've got Luke Bomeister in P1. We're going to have Joel Dallas in P2 when he comes back. James Leader in 3rd. Kevin Ospina in 4th. Jordan White 5. Corey Robbins 6. Saucepan Willie 7. Dave Martin 8th. Carson Schultz, my boy, in the 48 Ally liveried car in 9th. Penguin in 10th. Very surprising. He must have not really been able to get a lap or hasn't found a groove for Monaco. Maybe this isn't a track that suits him, if I remember correctly from the other small wheels championship he ran with the Mad Formula student cars. Lion Ride Eel in 11th. He's got some work to do if he wants to get some points today, or hope for some accidents and collect the pieces. Seth Walker making his debut from 12th. Jeff Gibson returning to the championship in 13th. Pasha Patterson, not a fan of the road courses here, the street circuits here. Monaco being one of the ones I also don't enjoy very much. And then we've got James May in 15th and Sid in 16th. Brett Zumina not sitting a lap, showing up a little late to the party, but he's more than welcome to join us all the time. This is a bitchin' Ford Transit. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of good exterior cameras, so I apologize. Let's do one of these. A ka-chow! A ka-chow! A ka-chow! How's that? And of course, I forgot to get the lap guide video. So of course, I'm going to direct you to our YouTube channel where we have a Blue Gang hot lap guide for the Monaco circuit. Make sure you go ahead and take a look at that. I'll give you everything you need to know about the Mazda MX-5 here at the Monaco Grand Prix circuit. How to navigate, where to yeet, where to hold back, and where to push as hard as you possibly can, and what curbs you can just get a lick of here and not upset the car too much. I don't know. I want to grab someone from... Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to grab... Let's grab this gentleman. Let's grab this gentleman right here. Hello, this is this Lion the Red Eel versus the Red Eel. Hello, how are you, sir? Well, I think that's gonna be a-okay. How are you enjoying the Mazda MX-5 here at Monaco, and are you glad it's not foggy? Were you kind of hoping that would be a great equalizer for you? All right, I'll throw you back into your chat room. Good luck for the race, all right? Take care. Alrighty, everybody. That was Lion versus the Red Eel. Sorry, I didn't want to distract him too much before the race gets underway, as we are going to go ahead and take a look at Joel Dallas and Luke Bouwmeester as the lights are on and the race is about to get going. Let's see if we can go ahead and get a good view of what's going to happen now. The lights are out and away we go. Joel Dallas and P2 on the outside, getting side by side with James Leader into turn 1. James Leader almost had a wheel alongside Joel Dallas, but wasn't able to get it to happen. Is now compromised, as who is that? Kevin Ospina forcing a move on him. There's a little bit of chaos and mayhem as people are trying to file in line in the back. I think everything is settled down now, as maybe James may have gotten sent back. Now that's Saucepan Willie losing out a little bit as he goes side by side with Schultze. Willie and Penguin now, excuse me. There's compromised lines everywhere as Lion versus the Red Eel touches the tag hero barrier as he goes side by side with Seth Walter, making his debut tonight. But inside of wow, the tightest chicane on track. I didn't know that was a place you could do something like that, but apparently so. Show me how it's done. And Luke is gaining a hefty advantage. That's 1.5 seconds almost, and we're not even to the yacht club yet. As Joel Dallas has got to do a little bit of work to catch up as Luke eats it into the chicane at the yacht harbor, and that's Jordan White off in the chicane staring at some boats as he tumbles down the order, waiting for some track to clear out. Unfortunate for him. And Jordan White on lap 1 fell back at the chicane. Unfortunate, as he definitely had some speed on him. He could have done some nice things here. As James Leader has lost his position to Kevin Ospina, which is super surprising, as Dave Martin takes a little kiss of the wall at Rascast, if I'm not mistaken, slows down, and that's going to open the door for Penguin and who else? I think the guys behind have done enough distracting amongst themselves to allow Martin to escape with his life, as who is that? Carson Schultz dead at turn 1 is a sitting Penguin. Or excuse me, sitting duck, as everybody is looking to be a vulture and make a opportunistic snatch at those positions, as there's just action everywhere. And as soon as you make a move that doesn't stick, you are now compromised with the person behind. Just absolute destruction here at Monaco. You know, covering off the inside line leaves you compromised for the following turn where you're just a little off speed. As Kevin Ospina is collected again somewhere, and James Leader able to make his move. I don't know what happened there. As everything is getting somewhat calmed down now, possibly? I don't think so. Southbound Willie is in the hunt of someone, of Seth Walter right now. Corey Robbins is also on the hunt right now of Ospina, who's got quite a bit of damage. We saw him in the wall a couple times, and that's really 2/10 back, a 10th back on Walter. I can cue up the Jaws music all day for you, Willie. But Schultze is looking to make a move as well, so be careful when you do it. Oh, and they're gonna wreck. Oh my God, into the swimming pool section, but out they went like a washing machine. One tumbled into the other. That's a drying cycle you don't love to see. And that's not the way we wanted to see that battle end. And I'm sure Seth is going to be frustrated that that's going to be the way his debut ended up, as Jordan White is now collected in the Cheez-It car of Brett Zumina. But as he rejoins the track, people are, excuse me, that's Willie and Seth getting back into the fight of their own. So these 4 cars are back on it, on track, and rolling away. At least they're close to each other, and we'll be able to keep on fighting. But Penguin has made his great escape into 5th place right now, but under threat from Corey Robbins and Dave Martin. As we watch that shuffle around, what's happened to Willie again in frustration at T1. The car has seen some better days, snapping back to the battle with Corey Robbins, Dave Martin, and I believe Penguino for 5th, 6th, and 7th as I catch my breath for one moment as the action is finally subsided for 1 second. I don't doubt that, Ghost GMK. I don't doubt that Penguin will get faster during the race, and we always have race 2, so there's going to be more people getting faster as they spend more time learning the track, right? But unfortunately, Corey Robbins and Dave Martin are very good at learning through osmosis, and they will get dragged along to the front if I'm not mistaken. As much as Penguin gets faster, Corey Robbins will suck up that line and get just as fast. Oh, hello, Smoke. Howdy does it? As Corey Robbins slaps me in the face in disgust as he is 2 seconds slower than Penguin that lap around, telling me how wrong I absolutely am, as Martin just was waiting in the waters behind for a mistake. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left. This is gonna feel like an endurance for sure by the time we're done with this race. Let's take a look back at this kind of 3-way battle. Back here is Jordan White and Zumina go side by side. No, that's Jordan May. J-May, excuse me. Up the hill after turn 1, side by side, and then Jordan taking the lead. They go, and that's a big gap. I wonder if J May has a significant amount of damage, because Zumina has made a great deal of track back up on him, on J May, and looks to be wanting to make a move before the tunnel section. Maybe Jay knows how slow he is and will just pull out of the way and not really make this position he wants to fight for, as he is staying to the left through the tunnel. Who knows what's really going on? I'm gonna keep an eye on the leaders for you, don't worry. Martin and Corey Robbins still close, 0.8 back, but I want to keep an eye on these guys as Brett loses it, going a little hot into the chicane, it looked like. On the brakes, it looked like the car just kind of buckled on him under the braking power there, and it's gonna have to make up about a second to get back to where he was. Well, the Baumeister, unfortunately, and there's the move done up the hill, but a little contact side by side as they get into Massenet, and I think that contact went one way and then back the other way to say a bit of, "What was that, bro?" And I'm sure that's what was said on the radio on lap 4 with Martin and Robbins uphill. That was spicy. A little side by side. You love to see it, and we're glad that it didn't end in disaster. That's for sure. As Martin goes sideways. Oh my God, right before the tunnel section, and Corey Robbins had absolutely no sympathy on the throttle into the passenger door of Martin, and that's the nail in the coffin for that battle for sure. And then downhill into the tunnel, and Martin's gonna collect his things, drive through the chicane, and maybe he's gonna get back to pit row, warp to pits, get that damage repaired, as he's got fatal stab wounds after that. Unfortunate. That was a good battle for sure, and hard pressed both ways for both of these gentlemen. let's go see if we can find out. Yep, there's my boy Zumina, the Cheez-It man himself. Getting a little wily here as we are back in the same place. And this deja vu. Brett Zumina, we snapped him twice in a row and he pulls the same move out twice in a row as Saucepan Willie is able to get collected and buy him. But I swear that's the same exact buckling under brakes that we saw just a moment ago as Pasha falls down the order as he's backwards at Rascas, getting himself collected and back on track, but thinks about pulling into the pits, or maybe thought that's where the track went, and back underway down the straight where he's supposed to be headed. This has been a race of excitement. Maybe Brett is a little camera shy. A little shy here. Plebian Racing, I see how it is. Hears me say his name and freaks out, slams on the brakes and locks up, spins around. Poor thing. And unfortunately, Heidi, no, Heidi, Hiya. I believe that's correct. Luke is unfortunately racing in this magical event, so he is unable to commentate with me. But if you'd like to see more of the Bowmeister, I think we can make him come around more on Saturdays going forward. I think that's definitely something we can conjure up, as the Bowman has some opportunities to come join us in the past, and we'd love to see him continue to help us out at Plebian Racing. We love his commentary that he does for the Hot Lap Challenges. If you, like I said, if you haven't seen the Monaco, Pasha pulls a Zumina down at the Yacht Club Chicane, and that's going to be James May getting in position, Saucepan Willie driving on by, and Zumina might drive by as well and nod his cap in sympathy as he knows that move a little too well. And Seth Walter turned around at the end of turn 1 to try to throw it in gear and get it spun in the runoff, and he is right where it's a little bit wider there. Unfortunately, we haven't given Joel Dallas, James Leader, and Luke Bowmeister a lot of screen time, as they pretty much fell into their grooves and made off with their races. Excuse me, during these COVID times, it seems like they have kept their distance from each other and are socially distanced as much as they can. Not sure what the travel restrictions are like in Monaco right now, but 4 seconds seems to be about appropriate, as Luke is 4 seconds ahead of Joel Dallas, and Joel Dallas is about 4 seconds ahead of James Leader. We're going to go ahead and call that the Monaco 4-second gap rule for now, until someone tells me I'm an idiot, who could be at any moment now. James May surprisingly catching up to Saucepan Willie here again, as I believe he is learning the track, picking it up with due time and due pace as well. Being able to send it around and keep his position as Jordan White throws a big red flag as he's off into the chicane staring at some yachts. Gets it spun around in due fashion. Only loses out the one position, I believe, to Jeff Gibson, who is in the points now. Really happy about that to keep some of his momentum going. Yep, 49.5. Under a minute left as we get going. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second as I got distracted by the timing tower as I watched the best laps come out. 49.5 for Luke Bowmeister here, and a 49.6 for Joel Dallas. So, as I said, let's be mindful of the pace that Joel Dallas is capable of, as he can potentially get his consistency down um, and tight. He might be able to get some better moves than Luke Baumeister. The race 2 is going to look a bit like an endurance race. I don't mean to write this one off already, folks, but race 2 will look a bit more like an endurance race, right? As people are going to have to choose how they navigate their way through traffic. And I think that's one of the things that Ozzie Wilson highlighted when he talked about his victory in the Audis at Spa last time we were out, because he got so much momentum by being able to make the safe passes where he could and watch his opponents kind of get choked up and making those same moves happen. He's able to get gaps built and run away with it without any damage. And I think that'll be the name of the game. Unfortunately, though, this is a sprint race. So the attitude will be a little bit different. People are going to jockey for position left and right, as we see Luke Baumeister right ahead of Joel Dallas now. Catching up to Brett Zumina in the beautiful Cheez-It liveried car. Blue on yellow in the final couple seconds of this. White flag is out. That should turn to a beautiful checkered. And let's see what Zumina's decision is, and it is to pull over, so he won't be having to do an extra lap. He's going to cross the line for the final time behind the leaders, as he is the first of the lap cars to take the checkered flag. Luke still pushing it out there, but Joel Dallas, as the gaps come down to 3.3 seconds as he's made his way through the traffic. So the Monaco 4 seems to be held off just a hair for now. But the victory of race 1 going out to Luke Baumeister as he crossed the line, taking all the points in the bag, and I believe getting the fastest lap as well, if I'm not mistaken. Joel Dallas taking P2. Congratulations, not bad for your debut here at the Plebian Racing, home of fun. Kevin Ospena, respectable 4th place, fantastic finish, good clean drive if I remember correctly. Pinguino with a good recovery, if I'm not mistaken, from a rough qualifying up into 5. Corey Robbins, we saw what happened between him and Martin. That battle for 6 looks like it'll pay out in the points. Carson Schultz making it up for 7th there. Dave Martin collecting 8th after his accident. Lion Red Eel into 9th. Jeff Gibson into 10th. Yet to cross the line, though. Where is he at on track? I apologize. We should have kept going through the order to see if anybody was battling it out, and I don't think there were. We're kind of spaced out here. That's Jeff getting checker, Jordan White getting the checkers, Seth getting to the line, and he's got checkers out. Saucepan Willie taking the flag. James May being hunted by Pasha right now. Oh, I'm glad I snapped back to this, as Pasha's now hunted down. James May yeeting it over the curbs at the exit of Rascas, holding on as much as he can. It's going to be a drag to the line. Is Pasha going to dip his nose out? No, but yes, not alongside to make it a photo finish, but that was awfully close and exciting. He's got to be happy about that, but not quite, as he eats it into the wall, and Sid getting the DNF, and Zumina in 16th. Sorry for skipping you over, you brother. But that's gonna be it. Sorry, Heidi, for the Nightbot spam filters come out. I think the limit's 3 on the emotes. Keep it to 3. We should be okay. Maybe try 4 just to test out the system. But yes, this is a fire race. And race 2 with the reverse grid will be fire as well. But what I do want to try to do is grab someone, throw them in chat, and hear them kind of duke it out. Let's grab Joel. Joel Dallas, Luke Baumeister. Who do you want to grab? Actually, let's grab Corey Robbins. Who are we grabbing? Corey Robbins? me grab Corey Robbins. Corey Robbins. Corey Robbins. Hey, sorry to cut you off there, buddy. I don't know if you were talking to Martin there, but hard fought battle there up the hill side by side. That was intense. Oh, and I don't mean to stir any pots, obviously. I just wanted to see how tensions were after that. And if it's too heated, I'll put you back in there. You guys can duke it out. But yeah, it was hard to get a good glimpse at what happened there. But hard-fought racing between the two of you. It was pretty much nose to tail either way, even before the accident, right? Well, either way, yeah. People are saying that they can't hear Corey. Maybe I can get him bumped up to 11 now. Oh, stand by. Oh, it should be. Let's try. Corey, say something now. Can they hear him now? No way. There's no way that you don't hear. No way that you don't hear Corey. Ah, golly. Desktop audio's on. Say something again, Corey. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, you're not coming through for whatever reason. So that's my mistake. We'll have to figure it after the race. I'm going to dump you back into the race channel as we get this sorted out. Okay, brother? Good luck. No, I am on desktop sound. That's the confusing part. I am on desktop sound, and I am to the correct, Streamlabs audio grab, and same thing for Discord. Yep, everything is looking legit, but we'll deal with this later as someone's dropped out from the back. That might have been said. Oh no, and Zumina rolls off to the start, but pulls over back into the pits. Oh no, what's going on? He's given up his lead as now James May has taken provisional pole and is sped off to the races, and he's going to go into turn one side by side with Willie as Willie gets the squeeze from May. And Willie forced to tuck it in as the order is going to get shuffled around. Am I seeing this correctly? We've got side by side going up the hill as people are jockeying for position but not giving it up. We might see three wide. And who is that in the back? That's definitely Luke Baumeister. And, oh God, who is that in the back? That's Joel Dallas, Kevin Ospina. Dallas, Seth Walter, Kevin Ospina, and James Leader getting spun around now, and that's Corey Robbins drifting backwards as we see a beautiful J-turn from James Leader, and I think that's Jeff Gibson also backwards as there is just a little bit of chaos as we get to the downhill chicane, downhill hairpin. Maybe we'll get a restart out of this, but it's not looking like it so far, as Saucepan Willie and Jordan White have made off like bandits now. James Leader making out not too shabby himself, making his way up to ninth, walking fast, faces passing his homebound. We've got a nice tight group up ahead. As Luke Baumeister's in seventh now, trying to make his way past the Lion Red Eel on lap one. As that looks to be 6 or almost 7 positions made up on lap one itself. Howdy do, is it Pasha? Looks like I got out while the getting was good. Possibly so. Looks like he had a good chase as we've got Willie kissing a wall, losing a bit of momentum and drifting back into the pack, getting sucked up by that. Carson Schultz doing the same. Dave Martin around the outside of turn one, hitting the wall, forcing Schultz into the middle of the road as they go side by side up the hill. This is an exact replica of what happened between him and Corey. Let's see if it ends in the same catastrophe, and it does, with Martin cutting back and into Schultz as Schultz cuts off the nose and secures the position into Massenet. And down the hill we go. Tucked in behind, I believe that's Penguin. Yep. Penguin behind Schultz. We've had everything change up, and Willie getting sucked down the order again. Probably making love to that sweet tag hero sign and getting dragged to a halt like it was some gravel at Laguna Seca. Those walls are unforgiving here and so close to the track. It's as if they come out and grab you by the ankle, as Penguin is only 3/10 back from Martin. You know, this is what the people paid to see. And who is that behind Luke Baumeister? That's Joel Dallas following behind Luke Baumeister. So this will be a familiar battle between some people that have been on track together for quite some time. I'm curious what's going on with Martin as he's off into the inside of the swimming pool section and gets spun around by Penguin as he's trying to collect himself, but unfortunately Penguin gets the, SHYT end of that stick as Jeff Gibson is in a three-way battle between Seth Walter and Kevin Ospina, who's trying to make his way back through the field as he has had quite a bit of rough and tumbling to get his race going. Into Rascast they go. Jeff Gibson getting inversed on, Ospina getting the move done, and back to Lion Red Eel and James Leader side by side through one. James Leader was able to get the move done on the Eel man. Eel's gonna be disappointed about that and gonna want to get the position back, I'm sure, but he's gonna be biding his time trying to calculate this next move. Sorry to keep jumping around, but we've got Joel Dallas and Luke Baumeister side by side downhill, but not quite, as Joel Dallas had the outside, tucks it in behind a Luke. They go into the hairpin. Really not the place you can make something happen, so single file it is for now. As they get to the entrance of the tunnel section, oh my God, can it be any tighter? Is this where he's gonna make a move happen? Joel Dallas, let's see what he's up to. This is gonna be the hunt. Right now, 3/10 back. Is there another one out on track? Yep, Corey Robbins in the Lion Red Eel at it. That's the one we were just watching between James Leader and the Eel as Luke cuts the curb with a little sausage with his Yacht Club Delight. Running fast left and towards the swimming pool we go. Who's going to eat it harder? I think that's going to be Joel Dallas. Oh, as Luke gets a little squirrely on the exit, and that's not going to be enough to open the door at Rascast. And Joel knows he's got to keep it close here as Luke kisses the derriere of his body panel on that Armco, something that we thought we were going to see at Long Beach that didn't happen with the Audis. Joel Dallas losing it as well, getting squirrely on the exit of the final turn, and onto the straight we go as we've got a good move at Luke Baumeister trying to make a move on Carson Schultz on the outside of one that didn't work out. He's tucked in behind. To stay on board with Luke Baumeister now as he's going to try to force it side by side uphill and around Massenet. Gonna stay with it around the outside, turns into the inside. Make sure he left enough room for Schultz, but he's now compromised to Joel Dallas. Can he cover it off? Joel Dallas on the inside of Schultz. Schultz, will he leave the space? He will, but has to tuck him behind to Joel Dallas into the hairpin. Otherwise, that's going to leave him compromised on his exit. And he gets the better line. Joel Dallas forcing the outside to make sure he leaves a little bit extra room for Schultz to make sure that he wasn't sure if the move was actually done yet. Oh my goodness, this is spicy. I know I'm missing out on a lot, and I am so apologetic, folks, but I'm trying to do the best I can. These guys are absolutely glued to each other. James Leader on Dave Martin as I collect the sprained soup from off the floor. As as I want to get a good look at the gaps real quick with Luke Bomeister less than a second back from Jordan White. Joel Dallas half second from there as James Leader takes a look at the outside of the exit of the pool section, but thinks better of it. Knows that Martin has a little bit of damage to his car and probably just get him on the straight of one as he looks to the outside of the entrance of Rascas. Maybe going to go for a switchback here. Around the outside, he goes to the banners, to the sponsor boards. Tucks in behind of Martin and try to get a drag into turn one. Let's see how this plays out. 4 seconds separating 1 through 6 right now. Side by side into one. Not going to work out as Martin takes to the inside of it. I think the most opportunistic line he can is Luke Bomeister is hot on the tail of Jordan White, putting the pressure on like a pressure cooker right now. A 10th back into Massonet as Jordan White goes out to the sponsor board, collects it, but gets awfully close to Luke Bomeister, holds onto the inside line into the downhill section of Monaco. Side by side, but lets up off the throttle, gets collected. Joel Dallas driving on by as Jordan White makes a fatal mistake and loses out 2 positions, and now in the clutches of Carson Schultz, who will be eager to grab a podium position here at the Monaco Grand Prix. Chelsea looking to make a lot of opportunistic shaking and baking here from this reverse grid. Has done a good job to stay out in front now. Keep it clean, I think. Obviously go to the replay after this to see what's going on. Luke Bomeister has now inherited P1 from Joel Dallas. He had to work for it, so I won't say inherited, but Joel Dallas looking to make him sweat a little bit. Like I said, these two familiar with each other from multiple series across different platforms, if I'm not mistaken. So this is going to be interesting. A lot of faith in each other's skill and racecraft and ability. I expect to see something happen, especially in the closing minutes of this, as James Leader and Dave Martin are awfully close into Rascas. James Leader still threatening around the outside of Rascas. I don't think that's going to work, brother, but he's obviously making Martin defend quite a bit, holding that inside line as if it was his newborn infant. And again into one, giving James the old squeeze as the track wall comes back out into turn one. Leaving just enough track width there as Jordan White makes another mistake and Carson Schultz is there to pick up the pieces. Jordan out again to the sponsor boards. But back onto it. Penguin chasing down the Eelman. Eelman covering off the inside. Penguin now compromised to Kevin Ospina, who's threatening Penguin for trying to make a move on Eel that wasn't able to be made, but made it happen. And Penguin's going to make a twofer happen somehow by some godforsaken miracle. Gives the Lion Eel a little bit of a tap, and he's now compromised to Ospina, losing out 2 positions. So what an inverse of things that happened there. Lion Red Eel lost out to Penguin, then lost out to Ospina. Ospina made the move happen on Eel, and Penguin gaining 2 positions and all that. Hope you've got your pen and paper at home or a couple of trophies to move around on your tabletop to keep track of all that movement, because that was like something out of a World Warhammer game where you move all the pieces and you roll the dice. Like, we'll get a better reference one day. Don't judge me for that one, okay? Thank you. As we're back looking at Jordan White sandwiched by Carson Schultz in the Alley 48 and James in the 48. A little 48 sandwich that we're looking at, if I'm not mistaken. Luke Bomeister throwing up the fastest lap of the race. 49.3. Yep, and 49.3 last lap around, so you know that my timing tower is not high as a kite as James Leader falls back to Martin. No, he tucks right back in as he is still trying to make this move happen. Penguin and Ospina. What happened there for Penguin to lose out to Ospina again and have to hit the rewind button and make it all happen one more time. James Leader on the inside of Martin into the downhill section before the hairpin. This is going to keep on going. I think Jordan White and Carson Schultz have a nice agreement right now to try to escape the clutches of Dave Martin and James Leader. And as long as they can escape, they're going to have their battle in the last couple minutes. Oh, Luke and Schultz are the 48s. Excuse me. Okay, that's right. James Leader is the 013. Of course, how can I forget, as he tries to go to the outside of the chicane as Martin clips the inside wall. And James gives a little bit of sympathy, trying to slow down to make sure there's no contact, but unfortunately has to drive away as that's a solo mistake for Martin as he falls down a couple of places as James is now distracted a little bit and slows down quite a bit, but getting a lot of damage. And now in the clutches of Corey Robbins, who wants to capitalize through the swimming pool section, but not able to do so yet, as he will try to get it done on the straight. Corey Robbins a little offline into Rascast, but maybe he knows something I don't know. Maybe we'll tuck it in a little bit closer. I want to keep an eye on the Schulte-White fight, because that's 4/10 apart. I have a feeling like Robbins is going to slip away from James Leader. There it was, as Schulte and White have inverted as I snap away at the absolute wrong second. And that's going to be Schulte chasing down White to try to get it back. In the final sector here, where do you think he can get it done? It's got to be into the chicane. As you can see, Schultz is driving with a little bit of aggression there. A little lead foot as he puts his foot down. Lights up the rear end again as he's trying everything he can to get the pedal down and get the traction he needs to get back to Jordan White, but I don't think that's how it's going to happen. These MX-5s obviously a little finicky with the TC. I don't think that's close enough to make anything happen unless there's going to be a mistake into the swimming pool section. I don't see it happening. Let's go to Joel Dallas, who's only 7/10 back on on Luke Baumeister. And Rascast they go as Luke shows off a little bit, getting his derriere a little sideways through Ras. And onto the front straight for potentially the last time. This will be white flag, checkered flag now, actually, right? Yep. Crossing the line, Luke Baumeister taking the victory here again. Joel Dallas in P2 again. Let's see if Jordan White and Carson Schultz are up to no good back here as they cross the line in order, respectively. Jordan White taking his podium and Schultz for 4th, but given the bump as frustrations out, James Leader for 5, Corey Robbins for 6, Sospina 7th, Penguino with a hard-fought 8th, Dave Martin collecting 9th. We know his troubles throughout this race and last race. Lion the Red Eel crossing the line, taking 10th for the final point scoring position. Set and Willie still going at it through Rascast, battling it out for 11th and 12th. Hell yeah. This is a battle we may have missed, or maybe a mistake towards the end forced them to be this close. Only 2/10 separating them when they crossed the line. Seth grabbing 11th place and Willie grabbing 12th, 2/10 back, like I said, and Jeff Gibson picking up the pieces for 13th, and May trying it out for the first time. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sticking it out for as long as you can. Only 23 seconds back, but picking it up 14th to fill out our grid tonight. Whew. Holy Toledo. Was that some action, or was that some action? I think that was some action, folks. We have the race winner doing donuts for us here at Yacht Club Harbor. Let's try to grab him and our P2 place. How do they feel about their races? Hello! Hello, I like your donuts that you're making there, sir. finest of donuts here in Monaco. How do you guys feel your race went? Congratulations on the win and congrats on the debut P2 there, Joel. Sure was, wasn't it? You know, this is a street course, right? So I think traffic's supposed to go like 25 for the 2 lanes, you know, and you guys are doing what, 90 miles an hour? Joel, how'd you enjoy the MX5 Cup cars for your first time out in one of these races? Oh, really? Ah. So this was so this was absolutely your cup of tea. This was this was the right track, this was the right car, everything for you to keep it going. For some reason I feel like that's not true. Luke, can you confirm that? Because I feel like I've seen Joel Dallas up there in lap times, especially on ACC next to you. That okay? That's what I thought. I figured Joel was just being a little extra humble, being on air with us right now. But yeah, I figured you guys were close running mates for a while. Yeah. Oh man, you guys collected like 7 positions right off the start almost before lap 1 was even done. So, huzzah! Yeah. Yeah. No, fair enough. And Joel, I got one more question for you before we try to go to the replays, and we'll start dragging kind of everybody in here to see what we want to review. You obviously weren't here for round 1. Are you going to try to make it to the rest of the season here and throw Luke, you know, a little bit of sweat for the championship now going forward, or are you going to come in and out as you please? Oh, this is going to be exciting then. Well, the only sandbag we allowed to do is when we throw a little couple ballast on him. Oh, that's right. They don't hear the interviews. Gosh damn it. Hold on. I'll be right back. This whole thing. I don't. Yeah. See, I don't know how that doesn't work. All right. Say something now. No, it still doesn't work. I have no idea because it's all the audio is set up the exact same way it was before. No, I put it all back. Yeah, I put it all back. And it's through the correct source as well. Yeah, exactly. And it's, I mean, correct. Yep. I switch. Now say something?
Hello.
Say it again?
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
That works now.
Somehow. Yes. And for some reason, you're loud as fuck, too.
Oh my god.
So, I'm going to switch over to the ending soon page for just one moment. We're gonna go ahead and close this out, and then we're gonna get the replay fired up and start dragging everybody in, I guess. Whew. That was great that I got none of that interview in. That's exciting.
You get it next time.
I'll get it one of these times, that's for sure. Oh, you know what? I'm probably only gonna get one of the races because someone shoot me the replay file for race 1, I think. That's what I'm gonna need. We'll see. Yep, race 1 is what I'm not gonna have. And let's go to you guys still there? Are you dead?
I am here.
Here.
Oh, okay. So race 2, I wrote down the show. What was there? Lap 1, a lot of carnage. That's right. Why don't we just watch this? Get fast forwarding a little bit. Any day now. Oh, and that's Zumina pulling off for the start. Watching Corey Robbins. So who's that? That's J May and Ospenia going side by side. God. And how the hell did you guys make out through all this? I still don't understand.
I think you're still on the
Yeah, you need to change the scene.
Ah,
Absolute professional.
absolute professional. This is why I have people to yell at me. Good thing we just got to the start, though, so you didn't miss anything. We just got to the good stuff. Here's Joel Dallas. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, is this race 2? Yeah.
Yes. If someone can send me
so-
race 1's replay, that'd be dope.
I don't think I have it.
There's Joel way on the inside. 3 wide at this point. On the inside, and Ospenia absolutely squeezing you to it. James Leader staying outside. Okay. Now here's a 3 wide up the hill as James grabs his track position back. Oh, Luke is now side by side with Ospenia. Okay, okay. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm surprised you guys kept it clean. Holy Toledo. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
It went
clean.
bad right here. Yeah, there it is.
So, yeah, I don't know if it was clean. Let's go on.
I was
board.
right up against the barrier. I couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's 3
Yeah.
wide at this point, right? It's right on board with Ospenia. So he's 3 wide, and then those are
Hey,
things
I
James
backed out of it.
inside. Yeah. Fuck. Golly. Fucking nowhere to go. And then, yeah, what you just got collected like a can of sardines. Huh, Joel?
James was an
Yeah.
unwilling participant of the 3 wide at this point.
Yeah.
He's just chilling on the inside.
And then, oh wait, but he's not. He's no innocent party himself. To a little 3 wide action. As there's Corey Robbins and him. Oh god. And you're probably wondering how I got here. Oh god.
Yeah, I think this is where my one contact happened, just after this. I think there was more carnage down the road. Yep, there it is.
Okay. I was like, did I miss it already? I was like, no, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, so there's James Leader getting collected, and then you get. Oh, there's more carnage down the road, like you said. That was the parting of the Red Seas. Thought you made it out on James. Get collected by Corey. Round the corner we go. The worst of it's not over as Jeff Gibson. Oh, God. So Penguin, Jeff Gibson, J May, and Lion Red Eel are now all up to no good. Let's see what happens to Jeffrey. Jeffrey's minding his own business. Oh, gets it. Bump in the rump from J May. Ooh. Once, twice, but 3 times the charm. J May. 1, 2, 3. She's spinning him the wrong way. Pulling over to try to catch back up. But I think Jay is kind of just pooched at that point. Stuck doing the Austin Powers. Trying to get it turned around. Unfortunate contact, that's for sure, but Jay May definitely trying to slow down to give Jay the position back. And the faster cars through, right on. Oh, I'm still in voice chat with you guys, and you guys have really commentate on all of this stuff. Is there anything else that happened with you guys?
Oh, we had some spicy overtakes and, well, some 3 wides and stuff.
More 3
from the race.
wides.
Oh yeah, there was a few, I guess, like, I don't know, in the laps after the first lap where we were making our way through, going like around the outside of people at casino and stuff.
Oh yeah. I did catch quite a bit of that. Thank goodness. Where, oh where? You finally make it up to the eel, man.
I think one was on Carson, if you mind, don't we catch him?
Oh yeah, Schultz, that was a good move too. I think that was for P2 at the time, right? P3, and then let's see. Does Joel make his way past? Eel man. Same corner. Yeah. I want to sit here and watch the whole race, but it feels like we're going to have to do that. Ooh. You love walls?
What's up?
You love Armco?
So right
Oh,
there,
yeah.
I think it was Willie. He tried to defend against Luke, but ended up running wide.
Sorry, Jay.
I was wondering what happened there. Oh, he was defending and ran wide. That makes a bit more sense. Okay.
Yeah, he was trying to defend on the inside and then missed the
Yeah.
breaking point a little bit.
Sorry, Jay. All right, and I've got race 1's replay as well, and I've got a few things to look at for race 2. Race 1. Few notes, but who was that? Thought I saw someone collected here. Not nice playing tricks on me.
This was Dave and someone else.
That was
Oh,
someone else. Yeah, Dave
and Penguin. Yeah.
Right? Go back. There it is. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Shit. Okay.
I forgot. I keep forgetting the stream is a little behind Discord.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I keep forgetting you guys mentioned something. I'm like, oh, yeah. It's 30 seconds ago. Here's Penguin and Dave. Martin just losing it. Oh, and clipping the wall. Now he cut across the chicane. Now he gets bumped by Penguin. And then just hits the rear wheel well. Oof. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a really rough accident. I don't know what to say about that. It's just shitty. Let me grab Noble and Penguin. If they wanna talk about this. Hello.
Hey, I'm assuming this is about that
Hello.
incident.
Hey, you guys want to talk about this or no?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just I mean, I'm just going through it and grabbing people for stuff and playing it
Yeah,
out.
I'm down.
Yeah, no problem.
Wait 1 second. Monaco track map. I want to make sure I have the corner numbers right. All right. Yes, basically, I'm going through and I hit turn 11 way too far on the inside, which upsets my car, throws me against the wall, and then it sends me out to the side. I didn't have enough speed to kill. I would have just stopped in the middle of the chicane, so I wasn't going to be able to do anything. So I was trying to get out of the way as fast as possible, and clearly that didn't work. And yeah, after I entered the chicane, like there's really nothing for me to do.
Yeah, you kind of know it was over. Like you said, as soon as you enter the chicane, you're like, oh no, I'm not carrying the right speed anymore. I'm not right angle.
Yeah. If I slammed on the brakes, I would have hit Penguin in the back as he's entering the chicane. So I figured my best bet was to like kind of coast through and just kind of hope Penguin realizes what I'm doing. And it didn't work out.
Penguin, did you know or did you catch on to what Dave was trying to do there?
Not really.
I didn't expect him to. I was just praying he did. And then the contact out of the chicane, I didn't know if I understeered in. I didn't know what happened, but
Yeah,
seeing the
happened?
replay, seeing that he hit me in the rear, it, like, still I was going slow, but it made me feel a little bit better.
Well, how'd you? I don't under. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, yeah, where were you? You get like oversteer? Oh yeah.
So you can see on turn 11, it just picks up my car and throws it into the wall. Like at that point, it was too late.
I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at the end of the chicane at the swimming pool, right? So when kind of get back, the wheels still kind of turn. You get on the throttle, and then the little love tap to boot.
Yeah, I did my best to get my car out of the way, but I mean, racing incidents happen on circuits as tight as Monaco, so.
Yep, and let's keep on going. I know there was more archery that happened after that. Because where is the moment where Luke decided to move on Carson Schultz? And now you're stalking him like a lion hunting a gazelle for quite some time. Oh yeah, Joel tried to make a move at you at one point. That's right. Here it was.
There was a bit of defending going on when I messed up.
Do you want us to stay in here, or do you want us to hop down?
I'll move you guys back. Thanks.
Hey, just a tip, maybe you should stream in Discord as well. That way, whoever's in here would see it live.
We tried that and it messed up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Really?
Yeah, because it grabs the sound.
It is a bit of a pain in the ass, so yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Luke, because I was about to hit the share screen button.
If you share it without the sound, is there? I don't know.
I can probably do it with the screen share, but then you'd see it in my ultra wide. We'll try it offline first before I try it again online.
Good idea.
Yeah, last time that didn't work out well.
Yeah, we'll do some testing for the next one and see how we can get it a bit more user friendly to do interviews.
This is around the outside on Schulte, right?
Yep.
Trailer park girls.
Lucky he played ball and didn't run me into the wall.
And same thing for, I feel like Joel got lucky that Carson also played ball with him.
Yeah, he was already kind of offline, and I just...
Right.
Yeah,
I guess he
also
could have
kind of just parked it in front of him, so that didn't help.
No. But he definitely was complicit in both of these moves and thought about trying to hold on to it to the inside of this hairpin and thought better of it, like, no. Yeah, that was good. And then the last one that I remember was Schultze T1 on the last lap, loosening it up to Jordan White. Was obviously your guys. Oh, did Jordan make a mistake? I think he did. Right?
He kind of let me by, actually.
Yeah, I think he made a mistake flinching at. Oh, that's right. So it happens here. I think it's actually this lap. Kind of runs wide. Yep. Comes back and then. Yeah, lets you by. And then where is it with Schultze and Jordan White? Schultze and Jordan White. I got Jordan White and Schultze. Jordan White and Schultze.
Hello.
Hello. We are just going to get up to, I think. Oh, did I already pass it? I sure did. Schultze got past Jordan. Jordan, what happened?
Which part?
At the park. Well, let's go back to the set first, where you ran a little wide on the previous lap.
So Luke was pretty close behind me, and I know he's got faster pace, so I was a little worried that our braking points were different. So I tried braking a little later, which sent me wide, and then downshifted into third, which sent the rear end out. And then I wasn't going to block Joel and him from fighting, so I figured I'd accept the third on that.
Right on, right on. Then we're now a couple seconds behind, obviously, but we're doing the replay, and we're on for, where are we? We're, I think, up the hill, side by side. Yep, side by side. Is Schultze. Same place, almost identical.
So I don't have a good T1. Apparently, it kept sliding out. So that's how he got me here. And then a couple laps later, it looks like he bumped the wall on that same corner. So I got by him again later.
I did have a sick drift out of turn one lap. I think it was the second to last lap.
You did have a couple of sick drifts. I wasn't sure if you were just driving with frustration, coursing through your veins, or what happened.
I was frustrated when Jordan passed me. Yes.
I was gonna say it came back because what was that? I mean, it's a little bit further down the road. You guys kept swapping back and forth, maybe.
I think he had a better first half of the
exchange, right?
Laps, and then I had a better third section than he did. Is what it seemed like.
I think he started falling apart.
There's Schultze. There it is. That's the turn one mistake we've been looking for. I wasn't on board to see what happened to Schultze. So deep into one, slides it through, and then kisses the wall. Jordan White's not going to wait for another invitation now.
Oh, I had to take the opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bounce, guys. Thank you all very much. Take care.
Hey, Joel. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Take care. Good race.
See ya. Yep, thank you.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, this should be a finishing order after that.
I do believe so.
Yep, there it is. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to see in race 2 that I may be missing out on?
I feel like James might have had a massive crash somewhere.
Other than the one at the start?
No, yeah, like towards the end. I think he was chasing down someone.
Ah, he's chasing
and then
these
he
guys.
Was like, yeah, maybe these guys, yeah, and then he just disappeared. So I guess if you just go to James's car and click through a bit, you'll find him.
Let's see
Doing
what happened to
something,
James.
not
Oh
very
yeah, he
cool.
did disappear.
So, oh, that's right, because he and Martin were fighting for a minute. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Battle with Dave. Yeah.
I think he just kissed the wall a couple turns ago. Nothing too crazy, and then I think he just did that. And then... Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So this is what happened to James, as far as I could tell. He's behind Martin here.
He got Daved.
Dave crashes and collects an innocent bystander. Oh yeah. And
I'm telling you, that
that's
corner's tricky.
And then Corey Robbins now looking for a tasty morsel. Yeah, that battle with Dave was actually really great. I've watched that for a long time. Kept trying to switch back and forth between that and so many other things. Yeah, that chase was on for sure. That'll do it. Definitely the end of the race there. Okay. We're going to jump right into race 2 now.
Race 1.
Race 1. Yep. Thank you.
Bad race. Bad
Jordan
race.
White had an incident lap 1 at the chicane. I'm not
I hate that corner.
So let's get right to that first. Back it up.
This was definitely the interesting race for me.
This was a race of steering the wrong way on the track for me.
I got Corey'd in this race.
I think I had 5 or 6 accidents this race. It was not pretty.
So this start was really clean, I thought, too. But he just kind of filed in as far as I can remember. Willie goes a little wide. Okay. Where's Jordan White? Oh, you're a couple cars ahead. So we'll watch this from a distance.
Oh, you'll have to zoom in real close on the
Like a
actual contact.
Stalker. Oh, it's coming. Here we go. Oh. Oof. Ah. Dude. Ah, just that's
Right
like
here.
net code. Jesus Christ.
No. Zoom in on that corner. I want to see if I actually touch it or if there's an invisible. Yeah, there's an invisible wall
There's
there.
an invisible
That's
wall.
some BS.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
what
with you,
Dave's
Dave.
saying
I'm
in
with you,
chat,
Dave.
Yeah. He's got the same theory
Yeah.
about his crash there.
Oh, I see the clip he just said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably did the same exact thing, huh?
Yeah. I say it looks like, you should be able to do that right there, right? Yep. No, watch.
Maybe the hitbox or the mirror or something came out and grabbed you. But yeah, that's bullshit.
This is where they got mad at me for cutting the chicane.
Where did you cut the chicane, Schulte?
Right there at that wreck. They all wrecked, and I was just like, nope.
Yeah, I don't blame you for dodging it. That
Yeah,
spot's
cool.
a mess.
Is that what that's for? Runoff?
Yeah.
Runoff is to run off in case of an emergency or accident. So
Hey, it used to be a chicane between 2 walls, so
Oh God.
at least it's not that anymore.
Yeah, thank God. And then where?
And then I go from last to 11th.
Martin?
It's not pretty.
Into Rascas, I think. So right here somewhere, something magical happens. Oh, it's spun around by Penguin. crashes. Oh. All right. Downhill he goes. On the hairpin, on the throttle, and round she goes. Fatal Espinia. And going back, James Leader does something. No, excuse me. Martin does something again.
Could you look at me and Corey turn 1? I think it's lap 2 or 3 at some point.
Yes. Race 1?
Yeah.
Corey, lap 1, 2. Copy. Real quick. Oh, I think we're right behind it, aren't we? No, that's Corey Robbins is up there. It should be
I think you're too
lap.
far ahead. It was like lap 2 or 3, I think.
Somewhere in here then. That?
Nah, this is still lap 1.
Oh, this is lap 2 now.
Yeah, he was like it's right here. It's right there.
Ah.
I thought he was gonna hit me, so I overshot the corner.
Healthy inside. Keep hot. Wall. Left tap
F in the chat.
After that, I went on a mini rampage.
Let's go back to this guy. Lap 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is this him and Corey? I think maybe. This might be the accident we've been looking for. Where does this start? Here it is. Side by side up the hill. Ooh. All right. Side by side up the hill. Chase cam, I guess. Like puts the squeeze on Corey. Corey gets sent out to the wall.
Dave said he was holding the wheel straight there. It looks like he turned in on me. It's me. That's murder there, Dave. That's
Looks
murder.
like there's quite a bit of turning, but definitely looks like he got pinchy cabroned. But that's not the end of this, that's for sure. Still defending hard and sends it into the tunnel.
Sneak off in here, Sauger. Have a good night.
Later, brother. Have a good one. Let's go back. If you want the wheel, we want the wheel. You're holding. Hold on. After you turned right, you held the wheel straight.
So straight.
After you cut right, you definitely held the wheels straight, that's for sure.
After you pointed your car directly towards the other one, you held it straight.
Agreed. Then what else did I have? Schultz. That was race 2. I don't think there was anything else for race 1. Did you have anything else, Luke?
No, it's pretty uneventful.
Oh, we had your we had a caller for you, by the way. We were beckoning for your sweet, sexy voice.
Oh, did we?
Yes, you did. Heidi, hi.
That's my colleague and friend.
Ah, okay. I assume that would have been Jess's third or fourth account. Hunting for you. I think if we don't have anything left to talk about, I'm going to make sure I royally screw this up by making sure I go to the ending soon page. Cool. And wrapping this up, Luke, do you have anything you want to say? Salutations. Schultz, if you're still in here, salutations to the fan. Oh, he's not. Okay. Luke?
I don't know. What's the next track? It is
Road
Laguna
America?
Seca.
Oh, excuse me.
No.
Nope. Laguna Seca for the Small Wheels Cup.
Okay, that's going to be cool. That should be a very good race.
A lot of sending involved.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I guess I need to go try that soon to do the lap guide because I'm going to be away next week. But yeah, I think these cars on Laguna Seca are going to be a lot of fun.
I think so. I think it's going to kind of force a lot of exciting racing too because it's going to be a lot of flat outness or damn near flat outness. So the speed differential won't be that great, right? Everybody's just going to be pushing as hard as they can side by side through maybe a couple turns. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll see some side by sides for sure.
Definitely one rainy and the hairpin, maybe. People get frisky and wild. Did I lose you on desktop audio? I don't think so. Okay. Alrighty. We are wrapping up the stream. Sorry, everybody, keep it for so long. But we are going to be back on the 18th of June at Road America. We're going to be doing the Plebian World Tour Season 2. This is the Audi TT Cup. Come look for us at Road America. And then the Small Wheels Championship is returning in 2 weeks' time on the 29th of June at Laguna Seca. Obviously, as Luke said, watch out for the Hot Lap Guide. That'll be coming out within the next week. And take a look out for the Time Attack Hot Lap Guide that just came out. Thank you to James Leader for getting us the onboard replay. And thank you for Luke Bomies for getting us the beautiful onboard shots in 1440p. And then obviously this will be uploaded in high def by tonight. So check it out either today or tomorrow for the high def action in fidelity. And that'll be it for Plebian Racing. Check out the socials. Check out our community. If you're interested in joining us, join the Discord first. Send a message out to Noble. Dave Martin, he can probably slot you into one of these championships if you want to give it a try. And obviously, we have technical support too if you need to get Soul, Custom Shaders Pass, or any of these apps. Helicourse are working and get you racing within a week's time. With that, that's all, folks. Take care, be safe, and enjoy the sunshine.